Five-star safety Joey O'Brien has been skyrocketing up rankings. Here's why his size and athleticism are elite. One of the most unique recruits in the 2026 recruiting class, without a doubt, is five-star DB receiver, however you want to characterize him, Joey O'Brien from Pennsylvania. Ryan, this kid is so gifted. He is so fun to watch. What stands out to you about O'Brien?
I think we could just classify him as an athlete, Joseph, right? Like at the end of the day, there are very few players that legitimately are getting recruited at a high level to SEC schools, to Big Ten schools, to Notre Dame, to those types of schools to either play wide receiver, safety, or corner, depending on what program you're talking about. He's 6'4", he's 190 pounds, he has a super clean frame, obviously. He's got kind of that slender build, but I mean, the catch radius this kid has, the long arms, the explosiveness, he is just such a smooth overall athlete that what does he end up being, right? Like, is this a single high free safety? Is this a press man corner? Is this a guy that could be a boundary wide receiver? The upside and the possibilities are just endless with this type of talent and this uniqueness of an athlete.
Yeah, I think that the way that you've placed that is the perfect way to describe him, is that there's so many different directions that he can go as a player, and there's a reason why some schools are recruiting him as a receiver, some are recruiting him as a defensive back. I get the vibes of Kyle Hamilton, Justin Simmons, watching him capable of roaming all over the back end of a defense. He makes plays. He's got great hands. I think he could be somebody who's not only a ball hawking presence, but also somebody who can line up in the box and be a head knocking run defender. There's a lot that can come out of O'Brien. And I think that we're just really at the beginning of his development as an athlete, which is why also he's been a really big riser over the past few months in this class.
Well, the more you can do, the more dynamic you become ultimately, right? And this is the thing, Joe. This is the thing, is that if I'm a college football team right now, I'm not even talking position fit with Joey O'Brien, right? Like, I'm talking about, hey, we think you're a great football player. We can give you X, Y, and Z, and you can flourish here at whatever position you end up playing. But it doesn't actually matter what position you're recruiting him as right now, because this kid could end up, to your point, he could end up being Kyle Hamilton. He could end up being Sauce Gardner at corner. He could end up being a great boundary receiver that is 6'3" plus with incredible leaping ability and length. Like, he can do a little bit of everything, which is why it makes him such an interesting player. I remember early on in his recruiting process, I think it was after his sophomore year, he wasn't ranked by a couple different platforms. He was like a 3-star. Notre Dame was one of his first big offers. Like, he did not have an expansive offer list, but really over the last 6-7 months, especially after his junior campaign, he really started to blossom and become the 5-star caliber player that 247 Sports now views him as. So the crazy part about Joey O'Brien is I don't think we've seen the best version of Joey O'Brien either. Like, he's still a kid that needs to get stronger. He's still a kid that has that developmental frame, and we are just starting to see the benefits and the attention that he deserves for being such a talented athlete that still has a ways to go and develop into a great football player potentially on the college level.
Very Kyle Hamilton-esque with the way that he went from a 3-star kind of unknown and then now is getting so much attention as he is. He is the 30th ranked recruit in the 2026 class per 247, number 4 safety, number 1 recruit in the state of Pennsylvania. And he also was a junior All-American second team selection. He had 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns as a receiver, 13 pass breakups, and an interception on defense. So there is a lot of potential, a lot of upside. We will see what he turns into. Folks, comment below. What do you think of Joey O'Brien as a player? Hit that like button and subscribe. We'll talk to you later.